All right, so we all have things we want to achieve, right? I mean, big or small, doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
Um,
totally.
but achieving things takes more than just thinking about them.
Oh, absolutely.
Today, we're taking a look at this really concise piece of writing that someone sent in, and
Yeah.
it gets right to the heart of, how to actually make your aspirations a reality.
Right.
So, we've all seen these motivational phrases pasted everywhere online,
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere.
but we're going to go beyond the surface level and see what these statements tell us
Yeah.
about, really getting to where we want to be.
Yeah, exactly. Like everyone's heard dream big, but what does that actually mean? You know? What does that look like?
Exactly, yeah.
So that's what we're going to deep dive on today.
Yeah. And our goal is to unpack them in a way that'll give you something a little more than just like a quick, motivational boost that fades in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we want something that'll stick with you.
Yeah. Let's figure out what practical insights we can actually extract from this. So first up, let's start with dream big.
Right.
It feels pretty fundamental, right? Like you have to have something to aim for.
Totally. Yeah.
But is it really enough to just have that big picture like in your head?
Well, I mean, it's definitely an essential first step.
Right.
Like it's that vision that pulls you forward.
Yeah.
What I think is so fascinating about this piece of writing, though, is how quickly it goes from this initial, like spark of ambition
Yeah.
and immediately implies that the dream itself is really just the starting point. It's not the destination.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you have the dream, now what?
Yeah, exactly. Which brings us to the next part. Work even bigger.
Yes.
And that exclamation point really like hits home that idea that your effort needs to like match or even exceed the size of your dream.
Like, think about it this way.
Okay.
Like a skyscraper, it needs like a massive foundation.
Right.
And the taller the skyscraper, the bigger and stronger that foundation needs to be.
Uh-huh.
And it's the same with your dreams. The grander the vision, the more work it's going to take to support it.
Yeah. And without that effort, it's like the whole thing just falls apart.
Exactly. It just remains a blueprint.
Yeah, just an idea.
An idea, yeah.
And then, the next line really underlines this whole idea.
Oh, yeah.
Wishing isn't enough. Hustle turns dreams into reality.
Right. Yeah.
And the contrast between wishing and hustle, I think, is like super important here.
It's huge. Yeah.
Because wishing is so passive.
Yeah. It's
Like you're just hoping for a lucky break or something.
Exactly.
But hustle, that implies that you're actively, engaging with trying to make something happen.
It's about consistently working towards that dream,
Right.
not just hoping that it'll magically, materialize.
Yeah, it's like taking ownership of the whole process.
Exactly.
And it's that active part, that really stands out to me.
For sure. Okay.
So then it says, work in silence, let success make the noise.
I love this one.
This one's great. It suggests a certain kind of focus,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of patience. Like you're not in it for the immediate gratification.
Yeah.
What do you think is important about this part?
Well, what's interesting here is that it's all about intrinsic motivation.
Okay.
Working in silence means that your main focus is on the work itself. You're
Yeah.
not looking for external validation. You're not doing it for the likes or the applause or whatever.
Right.
It suggests that you're truly committed to, your craft or your goal.
And you believe in it enough to, put in the work even if no one's watching.
Exactly.
So you're saying the results, the noise of success will like eventually speak for themselves if the work is truly there.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. That's a powerful idea.
It is.
Like just trusting the process,
Totally.
just putting in the consistent effort and knowing that the outcomes will become evident eventually.
And it's about letting the quality of your work be the loudest statement.
Yeah, I love that.
Right.
Okay, so if we take all of this together, it seems like this short piece of text is really emphasizing one core message. Like ambitions are super important. You got to have them.
Yeah.
But they totally depend on you being even more committed to putting in focused and consistent effort.
Right. That's the key takeaway here.
It's like this dynamic relationship.
Where it is.
Like the size of your dream should actually determine how intensely you hustle.
Yeah. You have to be willing to work for it.
Yeah, you can't just passively wish for things to happen.
Nope.
Active, focused work is what drives dreams into reality.
And honestly, the most impactful work is usually done when you're quietly dedicated, when you're not trying to prove anything to anyone.
Yeah, just putting in the work.
Exactly.
So to everyone listening, as you think about what you're striving for, consider the hustle you're bringing to the table.
Yeah, are you actually putting in the work?
What active steps are you taking?
Right.
And what does working in silence look like for you? Like, really focusing on the task and trusting that, consistent effort will create its own noise.
It's a really powerful perspective.
It is.
And I think it's something we should all be thinking about.
Thanks for diving deep with us.
Of course this was fun.